You hate me, don't you? 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 You hate me, don't you?
Megan Thee Stallion has took to Twitter, took to TikTok, Instagram, whatever this message is, you know what I'm saying, you're going to see in the clip. It's not showing that Tory Lanez pulled that trigger. You know what I'm saying? It ain't showing that at all. Kendrick Lamar is still out here breaking records for the song They Not Like Us, would have just made a year this month. You know what I'm saying? Apparently it was a whole woman, allegedly, that was driving that car. You know what I mean? They said it was 2 counts. You know what I'm saying? Usually when they say, yeah, what's up? What's going on? What's going on? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? What's happening? This Kons podcast, you feel me? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? It's Fine Tuesday, May 20th. You know what I mean? 1:13 in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, you know what I'm saying? It is 1:13 in the afternoon, May 20th. You know what I'm saying? How everybody doing on this Fine Tuesday? Hope y'all had a good Monday. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday was Monday, starting the week off. You know what I mean? Hope everybody Monday was good. Hope you started your week off nice and productively. You feel me? Hope you got shit done that you get done on a Monday. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, you know what I mean? It's Kons Podcast episode 249 today. You know what I'm saying? Episode 249. Keeping this thing moving. You know what I'm saying? Episode after episode. Constant content for you. You feel me? But yeah, thank you for telling people about it. Thank you for sharing this shit. For those of you who have shared, those of you who have put this in someone's ear and they went and fucked with it and checked it out and liked it, you know what I'm saying, and hit the subscribe button. You feel me? If this your first time here and you new here, you know what I'm saying, this is where we go over headlines, news, and updates and shit that's going on, the Diddy trial and shit that's happening in the areas, plane crashes or whatever the case may be. If a headline done went viral and you done seen it logging on to YouTube, Snapchat, logging on to Google, your homepage, on your internet, whatever the case may be, and you seen some of them headlines that might have went viral, I'm probably touching on some of it right here on Kons Podcast, you know what I'm saying? So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoyed yesterday's episode, you feel me? Episode 248, where we went over how Drake put out a petition trying to get Tory Lanez pardoned and freed out of that Governor Gavin Newsom, you know what I'm saying? It was about 160,000 yesterday. I believe they are at to about 250,000 now, signatures. We also touched on Justin Bieber got his team together and doing some damage control and saying that, hey, I don't even know the nigga Diddy. He ain't never touched on me or none of that. You know what I'm saying? We also touched on how Don Richards took the stand. The broad from Denver, he came, took the stand and got cross-examined, and they found a whole bunch of holes in her testimony and shit like that. Stories wasn't aligning with the last story she told type shit. We also touched on Chris Brown being denied his bail out there in England for fucking up some music producer in the club. You know what I'm saying? Judge seen the tape of it and said, nah, nigga, I ain't getting you bail for this. Look at what you're doing to this nigga. God damn it. But yeah, though, you know what I'm saying? That was episode 248 of yesterday. You know what I'm saying? In case you missed it and you hear something that I recapped that you missed and you want to go back and watch it, feel free to go back and watch episode 248. But while you do that, we're going to continue on with episode 249 today. You know what I'm saying? Episode 249. I feel like I should put some 49er news in this motherfucker or something. You know what I mean? I just know they just signed Purdy, though. You know what I'm saying? For like 250 M's or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's some 49er news for you. You feel me? They've said, I believe Trent Williams, he got offers to go to other teams and shit, and he told them other teams, my loyalty resides in San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? So that's something dope to hear, you know what I mean? Hearing the veterans, you know what I mean? Being loyal to the squadron. You know what I'm saying? That's a quick little 49er news. So episode 249, being that it's 249, figured out those little 49er news in there for you. So in episode 49, what we're going to be going over today, we're going to be talking about Megan Thee Stallion, how she went off on TikTok, spazzed out over this Tory Lanez shit. She still, in her mind, is convinced that Tory did it. I don't know. We're going to touch on Kendrick Lamar and how he breaking more records for his song. And then we're going to touch on Rodney Hinton, how that case got a little interesting. These motherfuckers been lying. We're going to touch on that. So quick three little topics for you today. Not too much today, you know what I'm saying? Not too much today. You feel me? But yeah, that's some good ass coffee. You know what I'm saying? White chocolate mocha is the best creamer around to me. You know what I mean? I don't think there's no other creamer better than that. You know what I'm saying? The white chocolate mocha is that shit. You feel me? That you put in the coffee. That shit is top tier to me. You know what I'm saying? The white chocolate mocha, man. I don't think you can make coffee any better than that, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That shit is tasty. But yeah, though, without further ado, without no more banter, you know what I mean? Let's jump right into it. So Megan Thee Stallion has took to Twitter, took to TikTok, Instagram, whatever this message is, you know what I'm saying, you're going to see in the clip. Dude going to read the whole thing to you, you know what I'm saying? But apparently she started spazzing out and saying Tory Lanez is a fucking demon. And nigga, you shot me. Nigga, you know you did it. Everybody is lying and shit. All these blogs and all these YouTubers and all this shit. Everybody lying on me. What y'all getting paid? Y'all getting checks to harass me? Just going off, you know what I'm saying, on TikTok or whatever it is she wrote this message on. Being that the evidence came out. You know what I mean? She hollering, fuck the evidence. Ain't no new evidence. Y'all lying and this and that. Tory Lanez shot me. She, you know what I mean? She taking that whole approach like, you know what I mean? But now the evidence is not showing that Tory Lanez pulled that trigger. You know what I'm saying? It ain't showing that at all. His fingerprints wasn't on that motherfucker. None of that. You know what I'm saying? So she went to Instagram and was spazzing out. We'll say what I got to say for the closing thoughts. So this next little clip you about to see is just a video of dude talking about it. And he gonna read Megan Thee Stallion's message to you and show it to you also in this next clip. Check it out.
Just went off on Tory Lanez, his fans, and his legal team after they conducted a press conference claiming that they have new evidence of powwowing case that could prove Tory's innocence. Our girl Megan is fed up. She took to TikTok to say, at what point are y'all gonna stop making me relive being SHOT by Tory? At what point Tory and y'all fans gonna stop lying? Like, how much is the check to keep harassing me? Is this happening every day? When him/y'all said I was never SHOT. Now y'all letting him play in y'all face again and say I was SHOT, but it wasn't him. Oh, okay. I'm sick of the SHIT. Leave me the F alone. He didn't dare get on that stand and say he didn't pow me, and that was his choice because he knows he did that SHIT. I don't care about a blog or a bot. Why the F would me, Megan Thee Stallion, have to lie on him about powing me? How y'all mad at the person that got powed? Facts are facts. He did it. It was proven in court. F y'all hate campaign on the internet. Tory, you powed me. No new effing evidence. Y'all been saying that for years. Tory, please leave me alone, you effing demon, for this silly ASS internet stuff. Bye. Like I said, Megan is done with this Tory narrative. It seems like she just wants to move on with her life at this point. I'm curious to know what you guys think regarding this. Let me know down in the comments, y'all.
You say, you know what I'm saying? I was Megan Thee Stallion going off, calling that nigga a whole demon. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, this is after the nigga got poked up and shit. So he, you know what I'm saying? He laying there in pain and shit, you know what I mean? And then he got to come across this shit that Megan is saying. You know what I'm saying? Now, Megan, if you really know that the nigga didn't, let's say that for the closing thought. You know what I mean? But yeah, as you see, you know what I'm saying? That was her. You know what I mean? Going over it, going to message, the long-ass message that she wrote, spazzing out about the Tory Lanez situation. Up next, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is still out here breaking records for the song They Not Like Us, would have just made a year this month. You know what I'm saying? Just made a year this month. It's been a whole year since this Drake and Kendrick beef has sparked off, and they was dropping songs and shit on the internet, on YouTube, just this time, about last year. God damn it, we was witnessing the most intense motherfucking anticipated battle that we have ever seen. We have seen Tupac and Biggie, those is my age, we have seen that beef, and even that wasn't as intense as this shit. You know what I'm saying? You had to wait for niggas' albums before you heard a response or a diss track. This nigga Kendrick was dropping something every time Drake dropped something. I mean, right the same day, within an hour or two. You know what I'm saying? Like, he putting it out. You feel me? This was something I ain't never seen. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they were responding so fast, you know what I mean? Drake definitely wasn't on the same pace as Kendrick. I mean, as soon as Drake dropped something, Kendrick dropped something also and stepped on that shit. It was such a brilliant strategy award, to be honest. You know what I mean? It's definitely some smart shit he was doing. So yeah, his song They Not Like Us has made records by being on the top Billboard 100 for 53 total weeks. Know what I'm saying? That is a whole year and a week. First time a rap song spent more than a year on the chart. I believe they're at number like 22 or 23 or something like that. So this next little clip you're about to see is just a dude speaking on how he has made and stayed on that top 100 Billboard after dropping They Not Like Us. Check this clip out.
We have some hip-hop history. Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us is now officially the longest charting rap song in Billboard history at 53 weeks. It is the first time a rap song has spent more than 1 year on the chart. Kendrick Lamar and SZA's Luther officially spent a record-extending 13th week at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. It is now the longest-running number 1 song by any rapper this decade. This will probably most definitely be its last week at number 1. Morgan Wallen just dropped his album on Friday and is doing crazy numbers. He might sell like 500,000 or more. And then that Alex Warren Ordinary song has been climbing the charts. I think that song would have ended up passing Luther this week anyway, even if Morgan Wallen did not drop his album. But amazing feat by Kendrick Lamar. Rap history has taken place not only once but twice in the same week on the same day. Kendrick and SZA are having a great year. I think we're in a great space for hip hop. We got some rap battles going on. We got some albums I'm anticipating coming out really soon. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to everything we got, gang. How do you guys feel about this? Let me know in the comments. Till next time, I'm out of here. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube in the bio. Yeah, shit.
You just seen, you know what I'm saying? That was just him breaking it down for you, let you know what I mean, that he's still on that Billboard chart, still climbing. You feel me? But he might be knocked off. Somebody he said was dropping an album or something like that was doing pretty good. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? To be on that motherfucker 53 weeks is something dope. Another news, you know what I'm saying? Rodney Hinton, I done covered this shit a couple of episodes ago. You know what I'm saying? About the cop who had killed the dude's son, and then the next day he came and then they said he ran over a deputy with his car, unaliving the deputy. You know what I'm saying? So now some new shit that came out saying that the driver of that car was a woman. Was a whole woman that they had been trying to cover up and dig up and cover. You know what I'm saying? Apparently it was a whole woman, allegedly, that was driving that car. You know what I mean? They said it was 2 counts. You know what I'm saying? Usually when they say it's 2 counts, that mean it is 2 bodies. You know what I mean? 2 people were unalived. You feel me? As far as when they first put the report out, they said it was just him, Rodney, driving the car and ran over the deputy. You feel me? When it was a whole female driver who was unalived on the scene in the accident as well. Allegedly, Rodney was the passenger's person in the car. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's been really weird. You know what I mean? A lot of that's been going around. So this next little clip that you about to see is how dude is breaking it down and saying that it was allegedly a woman driving the car. This shit's interesting. Check it out.
Another person in the car with Rodney Hinton Jr. and they trying to cover it up. The police trying to cover it up, y'all. So allegedly, that just came out today that they said it was a woman in the car with Rodney Hinton Jr. and she was the one that was driving, and she was the one, she passed away too at the scene. Like, she passed away too, and they tried to hide it, y'all. So let me show y'all what I'm talking about. So, as you can see down here, you see it say 2 counts. He got 2 counts of murder, right? They gave him two felony assaults, alright? And 2 counts of murder right there at the top. So, who is the second person that died, y'all? They said it was one person he killed. He killed one person, right? He unalived one person, right? Who was the other person that died? It's 2 counts, alright? So, like I said, when you look up 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of felony charges, right? This is what it say on Google. Alright, it say 2 counts of murder generally means a person is charged with initial killing of 2 different people. Each count represents a separate offense. Who is the other person? It was a woman driving. She was the one that allegedly ran into the officer and unalived him. So, this man might get burned. He might get away free. He might get away free, y'all. See what I'm saying? Now, y'all know how we all, like, everybody got somebody that's gonna ride for them and that'll do something that they wouldn't do. Like, allegedly now, the person that did it, the woman that allegedly that was driving that did it, and unalive the officer, she probably one of those ones that's ride or die and said, man, you won't do it, I'll do it. And that's why he just quiet. Yeah. And looking at them like, yeah. But at the same time, y'all didn't hear this from me. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. This news just came out today that it was a woman driving the car, and she the one that ran into the officer and unalived the officer. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this down in the comment section. Like I said, you can do your own research, and everything in this video is allegedly for TikTok purposes and TikTok community guidelines. Everything in this video is allegedly for TikTok purposes and TikTok community guidelines. And TikTok do not flag my video. TikTok do not take my video down. Simply just state my opinion on this topic right here. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, though. I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace, and hit that follow button.
As you seen, you know what I'm saying? That was him breaking it down for you. Was saying that it was 2 counts, 2 bodies. Do you feel me? That mean it was 2 people that was unalived at the scene, and they only told us it was 1. Yo, what's up? Excuse me. Pardon this interruption. You know what I'm saying? But this is a time in the middle of this episode where you can hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't hit it yet and you enjoying this constant content of Kons podcast, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You feel me? If you ain't hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you ain't hit the like button, hit the share button. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't shared this shit, hit the subscribe button. You know what I mean? And go back down the list, hit the like button and comment. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead and do that shit right now. Hit that subscribe button, man. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, you ain't gonna be disappointed and catch all this content. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that bell too, so that you get notified whenever I drop an episode. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to this episode. It was the deputy, and they said that dude was driving the car, not nobody else. So now evidence that came out, or the people or whoever are putting this out there is talking, and allegedly it was a woman that was driving that car. You know what I'm saying? As you seen him break it down for you. But that's all the topics I got for today. You know what I'm saying? Quick little 3 topics, you feel me? So in today's episode, we touched on how Megan Thee Stallion took to Twitter, took to TikTok, whatever it is, Instagram, and wrote a hefty long message about Tory Lanez, calling him a demon, and said that people was lying and saying and doubling down on the fact that, God damn it, he shot me. It was him. He did it. We also touched on Kendrick Lamar, that his song Not Like Us is making a year in this month, and he has been holding it down on the top Billboard 100 charts for 53 total weeks, which is breaking records. The first time a rap song has spent more than a year on the chart. We also touched on Rodney Hinton just now, and how the driver of the car that ran over the deputy that was doing traffic, directing traffic, was a woman. And that's some new shit that came out on that case that they did not tell us at first. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's everything we went over today for episode 249. So for the closing thoughts on these subjects. So Megan Thee Stallion, you know what I'm saying? Megan Thee Stallion took to Instagram, TikTok, or whatever it is that she wrote that hefty essay message on. You feel me? They coming at Tory Lanez and shit. Now, Megan, you just need to chill out, man. Just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? The evidence, you know what I mean? Damn what the court said. The court said, yeah, he was the one who did it. True, cool, you know what I'm saying? But new evidence is coming out that, I mean, his fingerprints wasn't even on the fucking gun. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. And it just seems like, from what the dude was saying from the clip I showed you the other day about the dude who was talking about it, the attorney, whoever the black dude was that was speaking on, you know what I'm saying, Tory Lanez and shit like that. He said that, you know, maybe they turned over, you know what I'm saying, DNA samples from the other 2 people. Maybe they just didn't report it. They didn't put it out. They just got rid of it. I don't know. Maybe they only used Tory Lanez to railroad him or frame him for this shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? But now, Megan, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? What are you, mad? Because a lot of celebrities was signing that petition. But I mean, you got to understand, a lot of people think you out here lying. I mean, the evidence points to such that you lying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't be mad at us for thinking and believing that you lying when the evidence points to the fact that you more than likely are telling lies. You know what I'm saying? His evidence is not even placed him putting his hands on the gun at all. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's with. I mean, you coming at people and calling motherfuckers saying you being harassed and all this different type of shit, calling him a demon and shit. You know what I mean? Being that he just got stabbed up 14 times. You ain't showing nothing for that. You just mad that the evidence came out and it might be pointing to the fact that he did not pull that trigger. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, your ex-friend Kelsey Harris was finna blow you down. From what the reports and shit say, she pulled that thing out and fired off 3 shots. It was trying to get you. And if it wasn't for Tory Lanez and this dude, Bradley James, it seemed like they there and saved your life. And you still are doubling it down, saying that Tory was the nigga who shot. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. You feel me? This definitely gonna hurt your credibility, hurt your character, hurt who you are, all that shit for sure. You know what I mean? This is gonna take your character, you know what I'm saying, and who you are gonna take a blow from this for sure. Because if you lying and it come out that you lying, you should go to jail. Yeah, because if he's wrongfully convicted and been doing time about 3 years, 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying, then he got stabbed up. Yeah, that's big time for you. You should be doing big time for that for sure. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you spazzing out on people that's voicing their opinions or people that signed the petition that think you lying. You know what I'm saying? You just making the case stronger by spazzing out. You know what I mean? Yeah. Get some evidence up. Start getting the team together or something and try to prove your innocence or something. You're not really doing shit. You just replying to the shit that's coming against you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Show us that you innocent. You know what I'm saying? Show us that, you know what I mean? That you're not lying. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, you looking like a whole liar out here. Can't be mad at us for that. Kendrick Lamar, not surprising. You know what I'm saying? Breaking records, staying on that top Billboard 100 for a whole goddamn year and a week. You know what I'm saying? That shit is something dope. Shout out to Kendrick for that. You know what I mean? But we all knew. You know what I'm saying? We all knew that song was going to break some records. Shit, it made too much of an impact in the middle of a beef at that. You know what I'm saying? So that song was definitely going to take flight. You feel me? Plus, once he made a diss song that was capable for the radio and the clubs and shit, it was over with. You know what I mean? DJ Mustard came with that bouncy ass beat, that LA West Coast bounce. You know what I'm saying? All in the beat. It was just something perfect. The timing was just impeccable. You know what I mean? For that song. You know what I'm saying? But that's the brilliance of Kendrick Lamar. You feel? Shit don't surprise me. You know what I'm saying? You out here breaking records. I think it might break some more records. Shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit with Rodney Hinton. You know what I mean? Dude said now they saying it's a female that was driving a car, which is something crazy. That's something that they totally left out when they initially was reporting on this. They didn't say anything about that it was a female driver who was unalived on the scene. From what we know when they first put it out, they blamed it all on Rodney. You know what I'm saying? Saying that he was the one and only one in the car who came back and then drove over the deputy that was out there directing traffic. And they used the narrative, you know what I'm saying? He was disgruntled and distraught over what had happened to his son the day prior. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect alibi. You feel me? But now, the truth is the truth, you know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't in the statement, then the truth was not in the statements, you feel me, that they released out to the public. Because goddamn it, if it was a female driving, that shit changes everything, you know what I'm saying? And they trying to give dude the death penalty. They trying to kill dude, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't even the driver, allegedly. You feel me? So, I don't know. That shit just took an interesting turn, though. You know what I'm saying? Being that he was not the driver. That's gonna be crazy to see in court how they gonna handle that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all definitely put it out there that he was the one who ran over the deputy and unalived him. He was the one who did it. They never said that it was a female driving the car. They never said that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that shit is very, very interesting. You feel me? And I read that, you know what I mean, some other officers have been fired from the precinct, from the force, for trying to aid and help Rodney in the case and shit, whatever way they could. I heard they all been fired and shit like that, man. It's a whole bunch of weird ass shit going on with that shit, and I think they are railroading dude, trying to set him up for failure. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. Maybe it's because he black, but now that shit don't surprise me either. You know what I mean? We as black folks, we stay getting set up for failure. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no fair shot. You know what I'm saying? Based off the color of our skin, it's very sad, disturbing. It angers. You know what I'm saying? Me for sure. You feel me? But yeah, that's crazy. If the driver was actually a woman and she was the one who did it, you know what I mean? That's wild as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, man, stay safe out here. You know what I mean? That's my closing thoughts for episode 249. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. You know what I mean? Because you could have been doing anything you wanted to do in the world, no matter who you are. Whether you was a brother or sister, whether you was an auntie, or uncle, grandma, or grandpa, daddy, mother, cousin, a little cousin, a big cousin, an older cousin. You know what I'm saying? A little niece, a little nephew. You know what I mean? Whoever you is. You know what I mean? If y'all got pets too that sit there in the living room or sit there in your room and is sitting right next to you while you watching Kons podcast, whether your pet may be a little bearded dragon, it could be a little lizard, a little motherfucking, it could be a crocodile, it could be a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? It could be a motherfucking fox, a dog, a cat. God damn it, it could be a snake in a cage. You feel me? Sitting there watching this shit, it could be a motherfucking parrot. You know what I'm saying? You can have a pet parrot. It could be quoting shit from the motherfucking episode. You know what I'm saying? You have a pet motherfucking hog, a pet pig. God damn it, you can have a pet zebra, a horse. You feel me? Whoever your animal is. And if it's watching Kons podcast right there with you, you feel me? I definitely fucks with you like you see my nigga scrolling up the screen. You feel me? My nigga emoji. My emoji nigga. My nigga emoji. My emoji homie. You feel me? But chill though, you know what I'm saying? It's been episode 249. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Now please, you feel me? Listen to this slapping ass beat that's been creeping up that you've been hearing and enjoy these little credits. You know what I'm saying? My little afterthoughts on these subjects real quick. You feel me? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next episode. Hit the like button, hit the share button. You know what I'm saying? Share this shit. Comment on something that you might want to say. You feel me? I'm definitely going to see your comment. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Enjoy these credits. Enjoy this beat.